PJ Morton is an incredible keys player, singer, and songwriter. And in this video, I'm going to look at his version of the Bee Gees classic, How Deep Is Your Love? I'm going to look at the chords he plays, the fills, the runs, all of these different things, and I'm going to take you through it step by step so you can get a little bit more PJ Morton under your fingers. Let's dive in. Hello, welcome back to the Keys Coach YouTube channel. My name's Adam, and in this video, I'm going to go through PJ Morton's How Deep Is Your Love? Now, I was only sent this video a couple of days ago. I've only had a few listens, and I'm going to try and work out what's going on live on this video. This is something I do a lot of. I think it's so useful to sit down with a track you really like and just play along and work out what's going on. You get so many new sounds under your fingers. You start working on your ears as well, and you just get opened up to new ideas. So it's hugely useful. I'd highly recommend doing this with any songs you're really into at the moment. I've got the video up here, so let's just dive straight in.
I know your eyes in the morning sun. I feel you touch me in the pouring rain, and the moment that you wander far from me, I wanna feel you, my arms again.
So yeah, I think this video is being filmed at Berkeley, which is a music university in the US. So I think these are all students at the side here. Yeah, obviously PJ's come in to do some kind of masterclass. That sounds like a pretty cool masterclass or performance or something like that. It looks amazing. So in this version, we're in the key of G flat. And G flat often is sometimes thought of as not a great key because it's got so many flats. But weirdly, on the piano, it's so nice to play because it's all of the black notes. And it actually goes really nicely under the fingers. It's one of my favourite keys to play in, actually. So the song starts on chord 1, then it goes to chord 3, which is B flat minor, E flat minor, and then I think he does a run up here. Let me just check this.
I know your eyes in the morning sun. I feel you touch me.
Yeah, there's like a little run up. I don't know if he plays all of those chords, but that's kind of what the bass player's like alluding to. Yeah, it goes E flat 7, F minor 7, E flat 7 over G, going to A flat minor. That's like a really common run up. Yeah, nice.
And the moment that you wander far from me.
Can you hear those short little stabby chords he's playing in his right hand? They're like little clusters in your right hand. There's actually a D'Angelo album called Live at the Jazz Cafe, which is really cool. And the keys player on that does that kind of style of accompaniment over so many of the songs on that album. I used to like transcribe a lot of those things. So if the chords are going G flat, B flat minor, E flat minor, really, I think on the keys he's going. Just little clusters, really short and kind of stabby, but with a bit of weight behind them as well.
I know your eyes in the morning sun. I feel you touch me.
Well, that's nice. That's a nice little line. Let me just work out what that is. Hang on a sec.
I feel you touch me.
Yeah. So what he's doing there, the chords are going A flat minor, B flat 7, and then to B over D flat, which is like a 5 chord. He's running down there from the minor major 7, going to the 3rd of the B flat. That's really nice. It's like a little bebop line. And then that chord, I feel you touch me in the pouring rain. That one, that's like a sus chord. In so much of this style of music, the 5 chord is never a regular 5 chord. If I play you that sequence and just use a regular 5 chord, you'll hear the difference. So if I go, it's like, that's so bright, that F on that 5 chord. It's like suddenly changes it and it kind of makes it go to a completely different space. What he plays is actually what I like to call a 4 over 5. So I've got 4 in the key of G flat, which is B in my right hand, and D flat, which is 5 in the key in my left hand. That one there. It's funny, sometimes you have to have little names for chords, or voicings in particular. I call that shape the Luther Vandross shape, because it's the first chord in his song Never Too Much. I also call it the natural woman voicing because it's the first chord in the chorus of the really famous Carole King song. So in that example, they're in the key of B flat. So 4/5 would be E flat over F. 'Cause you make me feel... I can't sing it as well as Aretha, unfortunately. I'd love to be able to. So on PJ Morton's track, you can hear that 4/5 voicing here, I think.
I feel you touch me.
That one there. A really good way to practice that would just be to take that shape through all 12 keys. That's often the first way I like to practice voicings, is take them up chromatically. Another way you can practice it is in the context of like a sequence. So 4/5 often goes to chord 1. So let me show you what that sounds like. Then you go up a semitone and do that. And then you're beginning to kind of practice it in a context that you might use it, so it's really useful. I kind of use these all as warm-up exercises. The more and more you practice them, and the more and more you get them under your fingers, the more and more they're likely to come out in your playing when you're improvising or just playing freely. Let's carry on going with this track. We haven't got very far yet, so let's keep on going. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, again, it's really useful to have a little way of remembering these different sounds. And whenever I hear a minor chord going to a minor major 7 chord, I always think of like Latin music and montunos, which are these kind of little patterns you play on the piano. And what you can see is happening there, we're going A flat minor to A flat minor major 7. And it's kind of like a little bit like what he's doing here, except he does like a little run up. I'll just play it again so you can hear it. Do you see that again? It's just a way of adding another little bit of harmonic movement on that chord.
And you come to me on a summer breeze, keep me warm in your love, in your Sunday.
Ooh, lots of stuff going on there. So the chords in that section are B major 7, B flat minor 7, A flat minor 7 to E7. I'll play that once more. And I think what he does there, he does a little chromatic movement. Do you see that? He moves the 3rd of the A flat minor down to the 3rd of the E7. It's just a little way of adding a little shift. Those little chromatic movements just really propel it forward. There's that 4/5 chord again. Oh look, they're loving it. Yeah, so cool. Let me just show you, there's a little thing he does there on the piano that I think is really interesting. Can you hear that? The little way he's splitting those triads. So what he's doing there is he's just crushing the 2nd and the 3rd. So if I play you a regular major chord and then add in this 2nd, but when I play it, I kind of smudge the 2nd and the 3rd like that. Sometimes it's called crushing. And he's doing the same there, which is the same kind of thing. That's just a G flat major chord in first inversion. He's smudging the 5th and the 6th. It's really cool, that. I love that. There's a little way you can practice this, actually. Let me show you. So this is an exercise I do. It's actually quite easy in the key of G flat, strangely. Let me just show you that exercise really slow. I'd probably practice those in each key. Oh, it's harder in A flat. The really great thing about these triads is they work really well over lots of chords in a key. So if I go back to G flat, so all I was doing there was I was going G flat, E flat minor, B, G flat, and that triad works over all of it. You can kind of improvise with it a bit. Yeah, I changed the last chord there. But yeah, it gives you an idea. You can use them so flexibly. They're so useful, those. Yeah, wicked. Okay, let's carry on.
I believe in you. You know me, Lord, to my very soul. Just how that goes. You're the light.
What I love about this is there's so much subtle communication going on between PJ, the bass player, and the drummer. They've obviously played together so much, so they know each other's playing really well. And it isn't always about eye contact. I think these musicians are so used to playing with each other that they can kind of signal to each other in a musical way what's going on. And I think that's like a next level. It isn't always about eye contact. I think some people think that the way to communicate something is by looking in a certain way or raising your eyebrows or mouthing what you want them to do, but actually they're doing so much subtle communication with each other. It's really amazing to see. I'm loving it. Bass player just holding it down. There's that little minor trick again. He's going A flat minor to A flat minor major 7, then to B minor 6, which in the key of G flat is 4 minor. Now 4 minor is such a common sound in so many songs, and again, I like to have a little song that just triggers that sound for me. Weirdly for me, it's Christina Aguilera's Beautiful at the end of the chorus where she goes, "So don't you bring me down today." It's quite funny. Yeah, that's the one that triggers it for me. The other one is from major to minor, every time we say goodbye. It's like you just have to have these little songs to remember these kind of sounds and to think, oh yeah, I recognize that, that's 4 minor. They're going for the a cappella now. Love it. That was something cool he did there. What was that? Let's have a listen. Yeah, I think what he's doing there is he's going down chromatically, so he's moving down step by step using, it's thinking of it like a B flat 7, A7, A flat 7, G7, G flat 7, F7, and then E7. It's just moving the same shape down chromatically. It's just a little shift because that's the next chord. Those little sounds just give the song so much character when it's performed live, particularly when that's different from the original version. I love those things. Oh, they're harmonising now. Oh, did you hear that? So what he's doing there is he's going E flat 7, F minor 7, G flat diminished, E flat 7 over G. Yeah, really nice. It's just a way of kind of adding even more harmonic movement in the song. Really cool. Oh, there's that black note glissando. That's so cool. There's only a few keys you can do that in. That's so funny. I was talking about that earlier. That's funny. 4 minor. Oh, that's funny. That's where it cuts off. That's a shame. Don't get the last chord. There we go. I've resolved it. Thank God for that. Yeah, I don't think I could live with having a suspended 4 minor for the rest of the day. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you got something out of it. I want to grow this channel into an amazing community of keys players and musicians. So do leave a comment below. Let me know, what would you like me to teach you in the next video? I'm all ears. Let me know what you want to learn. It would mean a huge amount to me if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you're looking for another video to take your keys playing to the next level, check out this video here.